Tonight we're doing auto extrication. There is a combination, you guys figured out, deceased victims in there and alive people. One in the front is alive, one in the back is alive, and then we've got one victim alive in this car here. Use that just as your scenario as you start to take it apart so you have a little bit of a goal of what you're doing. Then when you get the combination between us and Loretto, there'll be a live driver in here and two in there that are alive yet. So, and remember, it's a team event. We all work together on this. Make sure that everybody knows what's happening so nobody gets hurt. Let's go get our gear. What they're doing right now is gaining what's called a purchase point or an access point to get to the latch that holds the door in. What he's doing is working the jaws in to try to get a good pry point on the vehicle to pop the door open so we can gain access. We do our best to try to get access to the patient to where we can stabilize them and assess what their injuries are, and then work on getting the vehicle away from the victim to get them safely out of the vehicle and into the ambulance. By going this way here, pulls the door away from the victim and also gives them a little better access point to the latch. When they see an accident, they see the firefighters working very diligently. Sometimes people get a little upset that we don't get the victims out of the car faster. They have to understand we have to take the car away from them. We have to be very careful, not only of the sharp metal and the structure of the car, we have to be very careful of electrical problems that we may have in there. Starting a fire, airbags can cause us issues, so we have to be very careful and kind of, not really a slow, but a very methodical access to the patients in the car. We like to bend the door out of the way. Some departments like to cut it and get it completely off the vehicle. We like to leave the door for access. The can opener, that's what we use to cut the windshield. If we have a victim in there, we cover them with a blanket to prevent the shards of glass getting on them. But typically, when we arrive at the scene, the windshields are usually out of the vehicle, pushed out by the airbags. The three main things, one is safety. Know what each other's doing, make sure you have your proper turnout gear on. Two is know what the tool can do. And then number three is make sure that when you're using your equipment, is you're taking the metal away from the patient and make sure that you're not causing any further injury. We do a lot of work with other fire departments with crashes because as you can see, one car can take a lot of time. Loretto is here with us tonight. They're backing us up in case we get a call while we have our equipment out. And then they will be doing the last scenario with us as a team. This vehicle was rear-ended by an RV and run over. The driver was pushed in the back and is trapped underneath the stuff in the back. We got two people in the front, one person in the back. All the doors are jammed on this one with varying degrees of injuries, two of them unconscious. What we get to do on this vehicle here is they're just going to maybe open the doors and pry them out of the way, where Loretto's got to get inside and actually lift the steel up to get it off the victim that's in there. They are using inside there, they're using a hydraulic ram that just pushes straight up. They're getting it on, as you can see, they're using the cross members for strength on the vehicle to get it to come up. They're working from both ends. The back, they're using the jaws also. Say, Brian, get that bottom jaw all the way out. See when we do it, see how the door starts pulling away from the victim when you do it that way? There you go. Sometimes hard for the old chief just to stand back. There we go, we'd simulate that this would be the end of this one. As you can see, not everything goes perfectly. This car was hardly damaged, but yet it still comes apart very difficult. This is our auto extrication training for the evening. We hope that you've learned something from it, just to understand that it's not an exact science. It's whatever we presented with the crash. We have to work with that to get the victims out of the vehicle safely for them and safely for us. And also for Fire Prevention Week, we are going to have an open house on Saturday, October 3rd at our fire station from 1 to 5. And then from 4 to 7, we're going to have a steak fry. Along with that, we do a silent auction for our Fire Relief Association. We really hope that this brought something to light. If you ever wondered what happens at a car crash, the guys work really hard to get it done and very safely to prevent any further injury to the people involved in the accident. Thank you.